Well, I tell you what, Miss Mackey, we're going to be sitting up here for your guests.
It happened. It worked out.
That's worked out. How y'all meet out over there?
It's still?
No, it's good. 4.
That's 3. I'm gonna have a visual. I need to find a rainbow now. On TV. That's right.
After 5 years, going into their career, what the financial manager does, financial advisor does, how they should actually manage their money, what these people that you're giving responsibility.
She's got reserve on
A lot of camera.
I would like to introduce your host for this evening. She's a graduate of Dillard. She entered the industry at 21. She broadcasts live from Q93, which is iHeartMedia. She deals with a lot of people in the industry like BET, Atlantic Records, and just a lot of different artists such as YG, DJ Mustard, Spectacular, and a lot of others. I would like to introduce your host for the evening, Ms. Sheba Songz.
Hello, everyone. Yes. I know y'all could do better than that today. Hello, everyone. Okay. I feel the love. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to be here. I see you are too. Everybody got their plates eating good. Is it good? It's good? I don't know. Y'all ain't really saying nothing. Make sure you save me a plate. I'm Sheba Songz of Q93, and I am your hostess tonight. Are you guys excited? Say yes. All right, now I believe you. Welcome to the second annual 2019 Best of the Boot Awards and Video Scholarship and Awards Competition. I just want to say, finally, tonight is the night we are paying homage to so many student athletes. You guys are good, because I wasn't that talented in high school. I tried the cheerleading team, it didn't work. Dancing team, didn't work. So I just was quiet if that works. Give it up for me. Thank you, I worked hard for that. Just to give you some insight about the organizations that made this possible tonight, Turk Sports and the Turk Foundation are youth-based organizations dedicated to prepare student athletes for life after the game. Their goals are to specifically target urban youth who are most often forgotten in sports and opportunities that are unpopular in their community. Where was all this when I was in school? So you guys are really, really lucky. Through this organization, the purpose is to educate high school student athletes on financial literacy, leadership programs, and other avenues in sports. So tonight we are going to celebrate and reward deserving student athletes for their hard work they put into their sport on and off the field or court, and inform them how to be financially fit in their career of choice after completing their education. Let's give it up for the finalists. Y'all allowed tonight? And thank you in advance for participating in this event. You all are winners. You all are the real MVPs. Will all the student athletes in the house please stand? Where the student athletes at? Okay, y'all are looking good. Working hard. Let's give the student athletes all a round of applause. If you guys are happy for them, say yes. Raise your hand if you're the parents. Give it up for yourselves. You're the reason they're here. They look good. All right, the best of the Boot Award finalists were selected from around the Metro New Orleans area by their coaches, athletic directors, and in the categories by having at least 2.5 GPA, displaying of leadership ability, and being an all-around great student athlete. So are you ready to turn it up a notch? See who's going home with an award? Yeah! Feel like you're at the Grammys, huh? Say yes! It's only the beginning. So let's get in. Our first award tonight will be Best Athlete in Volleyball, presented by Aaliyah Clark and Denzel Branch.
Aaliyah, didn't you play volleyball?
Yes, I did.
Well, you know what they say?
No, I don't.
Volleyball is just an intense sport for not letting the balloon touch the floor.
No, that's not it.
And the nominees for the best volleyball athlete.
Deja Bell and the car.
Dejalon Freeman, prep.
Talia Gray, Warren Easton.
And the winner is Talia Gray. Bring the paper, come on.
All right, let's see who's next. All right, our next award will be Best Athletes Boys Basketball, presented by Caleb Etienne and Amaya Cannon. Y'all make some noise.
I heard you was a designer.
I am.
Well, I must ask, is that an original piece?
It is actually.
We'll talk after.
Here are the nominees for Best Athlete Boys Basketball.
Charlie Russell Jr., Sophia B. Wright.
Damon Landry St. Aug.
Gregory Hammond Jr., Sophia B. Wright.
And the winner is
Gregory Hammond Jr., Sophia B. Wright.
Gregory isn't here tonight, so I will be accepting that award like I was on the court. Don't tell them. Have them look for it. Our next award will be Best Athlete Girls Basketball, presented by Madison Barbane and Lachey Joseph. Y'all make some noise. I know y'all looking good in the red, the white. Yes.
Hello. So, here are the nominees for Best Athlete Basketball.
Cabria Lewis, Warren Easton.
Sade Dixon, Prep.
And Linnell Washington from Landry Walker.
And the winner is
Linnell Washington from Landry Walker.
Okay, Linnell isn't here, so I'm taking home that award too. It's gonna be lit on my shelf tonight. All right, y'all want some more? Say yes. Y'all made me a to-go plate. Say yes. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, our next award will be Best Male Athlete Track and Field, presented by Elena Richardson and Caleb Etin. And I'm working on it. Caleb Etin. Give it up.
I've always wanted to run track.
I see why you don't.
Huh?
The nominees for the Best Male Athlete Track and Field are
Dontre Ford,
Rick Quan Starks, Helen Cox.
Shane Brooks, St. Albans.
And the winner is
Dontre Ford.
Straight boy.
You have to come in real quick. It's the award show. You got a speaker and say you want to thank God. How does it work? You fast or just fast? I see your supporters in the corner. Y'all working hard. All I heard was woo-hoo. All right, our next award will be Best Female Athlete Track and Field, presented by Aaliyah Hubbs and Amaya Cannon.
How y'all doing today? My name is Aaliyah Hobbs, and just a background of myself, I graduated from McMain in 2014. I graduated from LSU in 2018, and I now run track professionally for Adidas. Thank you. I believe growing up in New Orleans kind of made me who I am today. Things weren't easy. Nothing was handed to me. I worked hard with literally everything that I did, everything I needed. Just really with that being said, congrats to all the nominees. Keep working hard and just remember y'all purpose.
That's right. Very interesting. Here are the nominees for the Best Female Athlete Track and Field. Aaliyah Armstrong, Xavier Prep. Monet Octave, McDonald 35. Sierra Session, Edna Carr.
And the winner is Aaliyah Armstrong.
Aaliyah coming through with the blue. That's that Nipsey blue. Look at who in the corner saying, hey.
And she was born in Los Angeles.
Oh, hey, give it up. Yes. Coming all the way to the South, making major moves. All right, our next award will be Best Defensive Athlete Performance in Football, presented by Lachey Joseph and Denzel Branch.
Hey, Lachey, want to hear a joke?
Sure.
I made it myself. What does a football player do when he loses his eyesight?
I don't know. What?
Becomes a referee.
Was that supposed to be funny?
I guess not. And the nominees are
Jacob Parker, Warren Easton.
Kyrie Coleman, Carver.
Salento Jr., Smith Jr., Helen Cox.
And the winner is
Kyrie Coleman, George Washington Carver High School. Unfortunately, he's not here, so I will accept the award on his behalf.
freshman in here? Okay, you guys are in the corner. Who went to 35? Rob Wayne? Woo! Okay. It's all good. Anybody went to Dilley University? DU. Xavier. All right, let's keep going. I'm Sheba Songz from Q93, having a great time. Thank you guys for coming out. Shout out to all the athletes in the building. You guys are the real MVPs. And let's see. All right, next we have Dr. Ron Hillwick from Magnolia Physical Therapy will speak about his career as an athlete and how to ultimately lead him to physical therapy. Give it up for Dr. Ron Hillwick.
Hey, good evening, everybody. All right. Well, I got by in sports by being fast, so I want to challenge the track athlete winners to a race right out here, right after we're done. So Trey and Aaliyah, we're going to go run. No, I'm sure. But no, so the way I came about physical therapy, it all started with sports. So you guys are obviously incredible athletes. Kind of the cliche thing is also concentrate on your studies, right? I actually took that to heart. So if I've done one thing right so far in my life, is I concentrated on my studies. I could see beyond sports. Part of what helped me to see beyond sports is the fact that I'm about 5'9.5", and I didn't think I was going to go very far, you know what I mean, in sports. But I had the dream of becoming a professional athlete. My main sport was baseball. Did pretty well, had a lot of college recruits talking to me and things like that. A few things I want to let you guys know that are incredibly important. One is, every college scout who talked to me asked me about my studies. They asked how I was doing in school, because it actually does matter. So that was one thing. The other thing is, when you're trying to decide what you're going to do in life beyond sports, because we've all got to think about that. Guys, the best example of that is Shaq, right? I mean, Shaq thought a little bit about, when this is over, what am I gonna do? And there's all kinds of stories about him where he blew a bunch of money like his first day that he got paid. But then he started thinking, all right, what am I gonna be able to do to hold on to this money? And he got really smart about things, and obviously he's doing quite well for himself. But you need to think a bit about life beyond sports. For me, I got injured playing high school football. It was my senior year. Went down with a broken ankle early on in the season. I went to physical therapy, and the way I fell in love with it is, I told the guy who was treating me, I said, I got to get back on the field. And he said, all right, when's state? When's playoffs start? And I told him, he looked me right in the eye and he said, you'll be ready. Just come here and do your therapy. So I thought that was cool as hell. And I decided right then and there that once I was done and I was moving on to something else, that would be something that I'd love to do. Now, the part about that really sucked was you got to pretty much make straight A's in college. I mean, the competition to get into school was really tough. And I was also pursuing baseball, so I was doing 2-a-days and things like that. So at some point I had a decision to make, which was, do I continue on with the sports route, which is great, guys. Any of you guys, who has a dream of playing sports professionally out here? Awesome, awesome. And I did too. At some point I had to make a decision, and the way I made it is I had to ask myself why. Like, why do I want that? And if you're operating on that and not just on wanting to do it, you're going to be most successful. There's plenty of examples of that out there. But when you're kind of looking at this, you need to really think about, what do you want to have in life? So, how many of you have had someone ask you, what do you want to do? What are you going to do? Right? The whole thing, when you grow up, ever since you're a little kid, what are you going to do? I think that's a bad question. I think a really good question is, what do you want to have? What do you want to have? So if you want to have, lots of money, all right, big house, all right, pursue something in life that's going to get you there. Write it down and go for it. If you want to have, so one of the things I wanted to have was financial security and a family. And a family that I knew would be taken care of moving forward. Anything beyond sports, if I went down and couldn't run anymore, what did I want to have? And so I went after a field, physical therapy, is virtually 100% employment in physical therapy. I can go anywhere in the U.S. and work as a physical therapist with no problem. So that was why I chose physical therapy and why I got into it in the first place. It started with, what do I want to have? And if you operate from that, it makes it real easy to determine what you want to do. And it's really neat, because all of you are probably sitting there thinking, oh, I want to have lots of money, but it's not just that. Try to give yourself 2 or 3 more layers other than a bunch of money. And what do you want to have? And operate and make decisions based on that. That's one piece of advice I can give. When I was asked to speak today, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give at least one piece of advice, but I got another one. I came up with one other thing that I want to let you guys know about. There's a saying, the saying's been around since, they say it was in print starting in the 1830s, but it's been around probably before that in some fashion or another. And it says, he who aims at nothing achieves it with incredible accuracy. So let that one sink in for a second. He who aims at nothing achieves it with incredible accuracy. So, how many of you guys have a goal and have it written down somewhere and posted right in front of your face so you can see it every morning when you wake up? If you do, kudos. Kudos, because you'll get it. All right? He who aims at nothing achieves it with incredible accuracy. If you don't have a goal, a real specific, big-ass goal, I'm talking about a goal that you can really reach for. Don't make it small. Don't make it small. It's got to be a BHAG. Y'all heard of a BHAG? It's a big, hairy, audacious goal. And you write it down and you post it. And you look at it every morning and you think of ways to work toward it. It has to be something that, that somewhat helps better you and mankind and stuff. Don't make a goal to be a knucklehead. You got to have it's got to be a big goal. All right? And you look at it every day and you work toward that goal. And there's a good example of that. And I'll probably leave you guys on this note because I don't want to take up all the time here, but we can get back to the awards. But Rudy, who's seen the movie Rudy? Come on, seen the movie? Y'all know the story about Rudy? All right, I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis for those who don't. I had some head nods and some of this. Rudy was a guy. He was a high school football player, and I use that term loosely. Dude was like 5'6", weighed like $130. And he decided he was going to play for Notre Dame. And if you haven't seen the movie, good movie. I mean, you get it right now. That's a Netflix thing, or Redbox has been out forever. So for $1, you can see the movie. But he decided he was going to play for Notre Dame, and the entire movie is about his struggle to get there. And without ruining it, if it's a movie, the dude ended up getting on the field for Notre Dame. He had no business being on that field, all right? But he worked his butt off, and he went after it. In the whole movie, he told his parents, he told his friends, he told everybody who said he couldn't do it that he was doing it. He named it. He named what he was going for, all right? He had something to strive for, and he achieved it. So those that aim at nothing achieve it with incredible accuracy. So aim at something. All right, guys, thank y'all.
Thank you, Dr. Ron, dropping them jewels on us, that knowledge, yes. All right, our next award of the evening is the Nord Community Coach of the Year, which awards a coach that goes above and beyond and helps the community by mentoring the next generation through sports. This award will be presented by Ms. Johanna Cannon Brightman, Chief Program Officer of Nord Commission. Give it up for her. Make some noise. Putting on for our community.
I have a guest presenting with me, so I want to give him a second to come up. Good afternoon. My name is Johanna Cannon Brightman, and I am the Chief Program Officer for NordC. Say your name.
My name is Del Monroe Jr.
Awesome. It is a pleasure to be here on behalf of the New Orleans Recreation Development Commission. We are very excited about the opportunity to present the Community Coach of the Year Award. As many of you know, Nordsea provides an array of programs across the entire city. Most of the time, Nord is known for sports, but recreation encompasses much more than sports. We have programming for youth, we have programming for babies, we have programming even for our senior citizens and our elderly. But the excitement about presenting this award tonight is the impact that coaches makes on the communities. Now, Nord is budgeted mostly for about 32 different parks and recreation professionals. But as you know, we serve over 4,000 to 10,000 kids across the entire city. And we cannot do it without our community volunteers. The volunteer coaches that we have sow seeds into the lives of each and every one of those students that they touch. It's many times the coaches that are picking the kids up, bringing them to the park. It's the coaches that's going to get report cards sometimes. It's the coaches that are paying for meals for the kids. And the extent goes on and on and on. We are very excited tonight about our recipient of this award because he has been a volunteer at our parks for many, many years. In addition to that, we have to show appreciation and love for his wife that allows him to spend the countless hours away from the house to make sure that not only is he sowing into the life of his own child, but to every single child that's at that park. And without further ado, our Community Coach of the Year Award goes to
Dad, Wendell Monroe.
Let's give Wendell a hand. And you have to say something.
How y'all doing tonight? I ain't gonna keep y'all long, I promise. I talk a lot. I started coaching because, God blessed me with a son. And, a lot of people say I'm going to prepare my child for the world. So my philosophy was I wanted to prepare the world for my son, or I wanted to change the world for my son. And, through that coaching and mentorship, I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of young men. My son always teased me about me coaching the babies. I coach the 5 and 6 year olds. And if most of y'all, how many of y'all ever played 5 and 6 year old football? How many of y'all, a lot of football players in there started when y'all were 5 and 6, right? 4 years old. It's comical to see them out there. And it's amazing the things that they can accomplish at that early age. But the great thing that I love about coaching and mentoring the babies is they grow up to be young men, right? Like we have Shan Brooks here. My son started with me when he was 4, and he's now attending Warren Easton, and he's a freshman. That's such a blessing to see little bitty babies grow up to be law-abiding citizens who have the opportunity to change the world. It's extremely important that we get more mentors involved. There's a lot of work to be done in our communities. It's a lot of things that can be done. The sky is the limit, but it has to start with us. Young men, I challenge y'all as y'all graduate from high school and you go away to college and you engage into your careers that you do not forget where you come from. I'm not saying hang down here, but I'm saying wherever you go, invest your time into your community because your community is what you make it. And I thank God for this award. I've been coaching for about 13 years now, and it takes a lot. And I can tell you that I can name a lot more great coaches who I would say deserve this award. So I want to send a huge shout out to all the coaches that's volunteering in the NOR program, and also the hardworking NOR representatives that's out here. So thank you to everyone who came out, represent me. Thank you to everyone who's on Facebook. I know a lot of people couldn't make it. But to God be the glory that we have people still care about people and still care about our young babies. Amen? Amen. So thank y'all.
Mr. Liddell, you feeling fresh tonight? You gotta say yes. Yes. I like that. Okay. All right, we turning up at the 2019 Best of the Boot Awards Video Scholarship and Awards Competition. And we're not done just yet. Let's see who else we got. Our next award will be Best Offensive Athlete Performance in Football by Madison Burbane and Caleb Eaton. Back on the set.
No, that one, better one.
This is my favorite category.
Why is that, Caleb?
Because I play offense.
Okay, well, here are the nominees for Best Offensive Athlete Football.
Leonard Kelly, Carr.
Quincy Curry Carver.
Cedric Van Pran, Warren Easton.
And the winner is Cedric Van Pran. Congratulations. All right.
All this football making me think about the Saints. Can I get a who that? Who that? Who that said they're gonna beat them Saints? Y'all want the refs to come back? Who say why? Have to be the one to the back. All right, next up. Our next award will be Best Offensive Athlete Performance in Football by Casey Watson and Denzel.
And the nominees for the best baseball player is Bilal Muhammad Carr, Clinton Baldwin III, Cox, Michael Mims III, St. Aug. And the winner is Michael Mims III. Unfortunately, he's not here, so I accept this award on behalf of him.
All right, our next award will be Best Offensive Athlete Performance in Football by Brittany O'Connor and Aaliyah Clark.
All right, so the nominees for the best athlete of softball are Haley Warner, prep, Michaela George from Carr, and Danielle Robertson, Easton. And the winner is Michaela George.
Right, can't leave the ankles, girl. Get your moments, sis. And see, I didn't mess up. The player didn't mess up. That was on my paper. Thank you, yes, okay. All right, our next award will be Female Student Athlete of the Year, presented by Amari Hurst and Jasmine McKee.
This award is important because not only have these female students exhibited amazing things on the court, but also in the classrooms, maintaining a 3.6 GPA or higher. You are all to be commended.
So here are the nominees for Female Student Athlete of the Year. Alexis Estens, Warren Easton. Stephanie Daniels, Landry Walker. And Deja Bell, Edna Carr.
And the winner is Stephanie Daniels.
Jesus, I could barely get past a day, a month. It's rough out here. Our next award will be Male Student Athlete of the Year, presented by Lance Jones and Miles McKee. Y'all make some noise for Lance and Miles. Y'all dripping with a suit, fresh.
These nominees have proven that they can do extraordinary work both on and off the field. They've truly shown that they can balance athletics with their academics and their hard work in the community.
And here are the nominees for Male Student Athlete of the Year. Tommy Denny, McDonald 35. Tory Green Jr. in McCall High School. And Jacob Parker for Warren Easton Charter High School. And the winner is Jacob Parker, Warren Easton Charter High School.
Jacob came to slay. That tuxedo shining. We using that next year for the Zulu Ball. Give it up for all the athletes that won tonight. Make some noise. Now we're gonna move to the scholarship video essay contest. High school student athletes from around the Metro New Orleans area competed and created a video in response to the following questions. As a student athlete, what have you learned from the game that can be applied to your life off the field? Why is it important to save more money than you spend? I'm still trying to figure that out. Our next presentation will be the winner of the Turk Foundation Video Essay Scholarship Contest presented by Jasmine McKee and Lance Jones and Amari Hurst. All right, where y'all three at?
So the wait is over. I'm sorry.
We want to just give a special thank you to Whitney Hancock Bank for helping us to make this possible.
Thank you.
Here are the nominees for the winner of this scholarship competition. Starting off first with Clinton Baldwin III, secondly, Kentrell Boyd, and thirdly, Bilal Muhammad.
So the third place winner is Clinton Bowen III. Oh, here you go. Congratulations.
Second place goes to Kentrell Boyd.
First place goes to Bilal Muhammad.
I'm talking Bernard Robertson III. Mr. Bernard is a professional investment consultant and managing member of Robinson Wealth Advisors, LLC. He is New Orleans native and graduate of Agna Carr High. In college, he was a 4-year All-Freshman, All-Conference, and All-American offensive tackle starter at Tulane University and was inducted into the Tulane Football Hall of Fame. He's just living his best life, okay? He was selected by Chicago Bears in 2001 NFL Draft and played in NFL for 5 years in the Chicago Bears, Buffalo Bills, and the Oakland Raiders. Mr. Bernard currently serves as president of the NFL Players Association New Orleans chapter. You guys should stand up and give a round of applause to Bernard Robertson III. Y'all gotta make some noise. You gotta come touch my hand. I need that type of success. I need all them titles. Right here. Say yes. You got me?
I got you. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right, now that I got your attention, let's talk. Right? One, I tell you, all of what she just read was nice. All of what she just read is fine. But you know what it is? It's in the past. None of that matters because it's what I've already accomplished. What matters is where I'm going next. Same reason why you all are here tonight is the same reason why I get up every morning, go to work, and try to do something different, right? We're gonna talk about 3 things tonight. Hard work, goal planning, and networking. Networking, that's right. Hard work. We've heard that time and time again tonight. We heard Dr. Ron talk about it. We heard Coach Buddy talk about it. You've heard your parents, you've heard your coaches, everybody talk about hard work. Well, what does that mean? Does hard work mean because you had practice, you try to outwork somebody else? You're bigger, you're faster, you're stronger than them? No. That's talent. There's a difference between hard work and talent. Talent is God-given. You have been blessed with that ability to run fast, jump high, throw fast, throw hard, catch, shoot. But you know what beats talent every day? Hard work. You know the only thing that beats hard work? Anybody. Anybody. Nothing. Talent that's willing to work hard. As you move up, as you get to college, if that's where you want to be, you're going to come across everybody who was sitting in a room all across this country just like you. You're going to realize that what you thought was special right here, that world got a little bit smaller because everybody in that room in college is just as special as you. What is going to separate you from them? What's going to put you on that field, you on that court, you on that starting line on the track, you on that basketball court versus sitting on that bench? The hard work. But you got 3 areas of hard work that you got to focus on. Your life, meaning you don't have time to play around with people who don't have a goal in mind for themselves. If they're going to be out late, you know you got practice in the morning, you want to run with them, go on and get that seat on the bench warmed up because that's where you're going to be. If you're going to skip class because you really don't like that subject, you think it's boring, the teacher ain't teaching you nothing, go ahead and pack your bags because you're shortly going to be going right back home. Because they got kids across this country that are hungry. And if you don't match their hunger, doesn't matter what you do as far as what you did in high school. You can have all the awards, all the trophies that you want that represent your hard work in the past. It's what are you going to do tomorrow? Now, how do you translate that hard work? Dr. Ron talked about goal, having a goal, waking up, looking at that Post-it, being able to see a goal every day of where you want to go. If you can't visualize where you want to be next year, 5 years, 10 years from now, all of that work that you're putting in is for nothing, right? If you don't see yourself being a doctor, being a lawyer, being an engineer, being a pilot, being a financial advisor, or better, being a professional athlete, if you don't see yourself, visualize yourself in that position, you won't make it. Because what you see, what you picture, is what you do. How do you have that goal? It doesn't just say, come out of the blue, I just want to do this. You have to research it. You have to know what it takes. I saw several hands go up when Dr. Ron asked, who wants to be a professional athlete? I can't tell you how many times I've seen that happen in rooms across the country when I speak to people. I can't tell you how many times when I was sitting in your shoes, I had people next to me say that. You know how many of them actually became a professional athlete? 1. That's the numbers that you're up against. And it's not because that person was better than the rest of them, physically, talent-wise. It was because that person outworked the rest of them. That person had a goal. That person dedicated themselves to figuring out what it takes to get me where I want to go. That in itself is hard work. It's boring. It means you're going to miss times at the club, you're going to miss parties, you're going to miss doing hangouts, you're going to miss playing on the game, you're going to miss all of those things. But if that's what you want, you got to have a plan for it, and you got to work hard. Now, the third thing I said that we were going to talk about was networking, right? None of us do this alone. There's no such thing as a self-made person. Remember that. Everybody that said, I did this, they lied. Everybody that said, I made this, they lied. There's not a person on this earth that has ever done it by themselves. You have your parents, you have your siblings, you have a teacher, you have a coach, you have somebody that has invested time, energy, money, something into you. You got people that pray over you daily you don't even know about. Somebody is always working to make your life better because they see the talent that you have. They see the sacrifice that you make. And they want to help you make your goals a reality. Now, when we talk about networking, my network goes like this. Anybody that I see in a position where I want to be in the next couple of years, I go and I reach out to them and say, how did you do it? Because they've got the knowledge and the experience that I don't have. They've been there. They've done that. So why wouldn't I go and talk to them and ask them, how did you do it? What do I need to do? Also, what do I not need to do? And I listen to them. You've got your parents. You're not always going to be on good terms with them. They're not your friends. They're not there to make sure you like them at all times, but they're there to invest and guide you where they know you need to go or where you said you wanted to go. Go and talk to them. Tell them what you want to do. Tell them you want them to help you figure out how to achieve your goals. That is important. Talk to your coaches. Talk to your school administrators. Talk to the people that are going to invest, again, their time and energy in you. Because the one thing my grandmother always told me that rings true to this day, a closed mouth don't get fed. And when you're older, you're going to understand that truly, right? If you don't ask for what you want, guarantee you won't get it. But once you ask for it and somebody makes a way for you to get it, you got to have a goal on how you're going to keep it, right? Then you got to be willing to work every day to achieve it. So all of that comes back full circle. That hard work, you got to be willing to put it in. You did it to be in this room tonight. That's why you're getting recognized. That's why you're being honored, because you put in hard work in high school. You've put in hard work, for some of you all, going all the way back to you were 4 and 5 playing with Coach Buddy. Don't let that stop now, because you're not willing to say, I'm going to invest my time in coming up with a goal on where I'm going to go for the next 4 or 5 years of my life. Always have that goal ready. Work on it daily. Those of us that own businesses can tell you, you're always working on that business plan. You're always working on changing things up. Because every day, there's only 2 things that happen. You get better or you get worse. There's no staying the same. So if you take one day off, just like if you take one play off, you lost. You got to get better every day. So I'm going to leave y'all with this, because y'all had enough speakers tonight. If you want to make it to the next level, take notes. Take notes. What you're seeing happening here doesn't happen for everybody. There's not that many award ceremonies like this for people who look like us, made by people who look like us, honoring people who have put in the work in our communities. Take notes. Coach Buddy told y'all, give back. When you take those notes, remember what people have done for you, and then those that will come behind you, do the same for them. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good evening. Be safe.
I hope y'all was taking notes. Mr. Bernard, I took my notes. I'm gonna have a successful 2019. If y'all trying to go up the ladder with me, say yes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Next, we have a presentation from the Office of Councilman J.H. Banks, District B, Chief of Staff, Mr. Jarvis A. Lewis. Y'all make some noise.
How y'all doing? Can we get a round of applause for the athletes, please? Now, athletes, can we get a round of applause for parents, coaches, grandparents, aunties, uncles, teachers? So I won't be before you long, but we just wanted to come by to celebrate a few people who helped to make this happen with some proclamations. So would the following individuals please join me on stage? Lance Jones, Earl Jordan Turk Mackey, Jasmine Mackey, and Amari Hurst. So these proclamations read, whereas the city of New Orleans is renowned for its food, festivals, famous citizens, and foreign visitors, and whereas the city council takes great pride in paying tribute to events and activities, now therefore be it proclaimed by the city of New Orleans, the city council hereby recognizes Lance Jones, Earl Jordan Turk Mackey, Jasmine Mackey, and Amari Hurst for the hard work and dedication put forth for inspiring student athletes and discussing the importance of financial literacy with student athletes across the New Orleans metro region. Your work will ensure that students are financially fit in their careers in the career of their choice after completing education. And this is signed by all 7 council members, including Councilmember at Large Jason Williams, Councilmember at Large Helene Moreno, Councilmember Joe Geruso, Councilmember J.H. Banks, Councilwoman Kristen Gustafson Palmer, Councilman Jared Brissett, Councilwoman Cindy Wynn.
Yes, you guys give it up on one more time. That's awesome.
I swear, y'all make me just want to restart my high school days. I messed up, so I'm gonna go and roll, and hopefully they don't notice. We're gonna have some closing remarks for the guy behind this awesome night, Earl Jordan Turk Mackey. Give it up for Mr. Earl.
Thank y'all again for coming. It's our 2nd year. I want to continue to grow. I want to thank all the athletes for coming out, all the parents for bringing them and supporting your student athletes. And you know, I started this organization being a student coach at Warren Easton, working with those student athletes and wanting to continue to impact student athletes that, you know, that didn't have the same opportunities and advantages that I may have gotten, you know, from the people I may know. So I wanted to expand my resources by giving them the resources I had. So that's why I created this organization and wanted to teach them, you know, that there's other avenues in sport. Like I said, I was a student coach in high school, which, you know, people laughed at me the first year and a half, talking about, oh, you sad, you can't play, this, that, and the other. But, you know, it was a good experience, and I learned a lot. And eventually it came around, and they saw me as a real coach. And, you know, I wanted to encourage and show that, you know, other students that want to be, they can be in that position. So, you know, after you finish playing, whether it be high school, some in college, some may go to the pros. But after that, you're able to have a career in the sports field. So, again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and hopefully we'll see some of y'all next year. out the certificates and swag bags to our student athletes.
Certificates first.
So when we call your name, come up and get your certificate. Deja Bell. Talia Gray. Deja Freeman. Jacob Parker. Salento Smith. Coach Wendell Buddy Monroe. Sharon Brooks. Aaliyah Armstrong. Monet Ate. Sierra Sessions. Michaela George. Danielle Robertson. Haley Warner. Clinton Baldwin III. Bala Muhammad. Damon Landry. Sade Dixon. Cabria Lewis. And then we have some repeats as well. So Deja Bell. Stephanie Daniels. Alexis Aziz. Tori Green Jr. Jacob Parker. Tommy Beanie. Clinton Baldwin III. Kentrell Boyd. And Bala Muhammad. So give it up again for all our finalists. We're going to give you guys the badge after.
All right, I also want to shout out tonight some young entrepreneurs doing it big in the 504. Shout out to Junior Zulu. Shout out to Amaya John Designs. Shout out to John E. Corner Company, L's Pest Control, the Law Office, Gaynell Williams, and Cooper Realty. Y'all make some noise for those guys. Okay, yes. And also make some noise for all the athletes tonight. Because of you guys, we are here, honoring you, paying homage. Keep doing the damn thing, and show off, show out. And also, thank you so much to all the sponsors. Did y'all have a good time tonight? Are y'all still hungry, or y'all getting more food? Nobody made me to go play. Okay, I see how we rocking. I see where we at with everything. And tonight we're not done. We also have a great performance by the one and only Asada Renee. You probably saw her on American Idol. Y'all saw her? Well, she's from New Orleans and she's putting on for the city. I'm so proud of this woman right here. I saw her growth. I saw her on American Idol putting on for the city, going through all those different stages, and she made it. My girl, the one and only. Y'all make some noise. Y'all say yes. Asada Renee, y'all give it up for my girl.
Hello, y'all. I said, hey, y'all.
been a long day. Some of y'all went to work, some of y'all been at school studying all day, texting in class, I know. But like Sheba said, my name is Asada Renee, and I'm so happy to be here with you all tonight. Congratulations to all the student athletes in the building. Y'all give it up for yourselves. And all of the parents that's guiding these kids, like parents, kids, y'all respect your parents. I know that sometimes it gets hard to listen to them, but I'm telling y'all from experience, mama knows best. But let's get into this. Judah, I have a little fire. Let's start with some fire. Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching the fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and tell me out, and I'll lay your bed. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things a side of you do. 'Cause there's a fire starting in my heart, reaching the fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. Can't help but feel it. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hands, but you played it to the beat. Baby, I have no story to be told, but I've heard one of you that's gonna make a I said, think of me in the depths of your despair. Make it all down there, my soul won't be shared. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. Can't help but feel it. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your head, but you played it to the beat. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so special about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. So much space. But when you're out there without a care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know love. It was only because I knew too much. Yeah, we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your head, but you played it to the beat. I said we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your head, but you played me to the beat. Thank you. I didn't say this, y'all. I was on this season of American Idol. I made it all the way to top 40 finalists. So I just wanted to say that you literally can do anything you put your mind to. You put that goal on that paper. I put that goal on that paper, and within 1 year, I manifested my dream. So it's possible, but you gotta do the work. Nothing is gonna fall out of the sky and just happen from nothing. Hey, let me spit something. It's been 3 weeks since you've been looking for your friend. The one you let it hit and never called you again. Remember when he told you he was about to Benjamins? You act like you were him, then give him a little trick to begin. How you think you really gon' pretend? Like you wasn't down and you called him again. Plus when you give it up so easy, you wouldn't even fool him. But if you did it then you probably again. Talking out your name saying you're a Christian, a Muslim, sleeping with the Jinnah. That was the sin that did Jezebel. And who you gon' tell when your repercussions spit? Showing off your, cause you thinking it's a trick, girlfriend. Well, let me bring it down for you again. Cause I don't only say it cause I'm truly genuine. Don't be a hard rock when you really are a gem, baby girl. Respect is just the minimum. Dudes messing up, you gotta stop the freedom of I mean, a side tub is only human. Don't think I haven't been through the same predicament. Let it sit inside your head like a million women. It really fit. It's silly when girls say it's so because it's in. Look at where you be in. Headwinds like Europeans. Fake love you got Koreans. I'll come again. Yeah, y'all gonna sing it with me. Come on. Yeah. I said, guys, you know you better hide up. Watch out. All right. Some girls are only what go. That. All right, that's what I see, girl. Hey, I say that. Let me hear you say it. Come on. I say, watch out, watch out. Look out, look out. Watch out, watch out. Look out, look out. You better watch out. You better look out, look out. Watch out, watch out. Look out. Oh, it'll be too much like right if you didn't have to go to work. But in the long hours every day, just to get that paper. Always chasing, just to get it out. It'll be too much like right if you didn't have to get your hustle on, just to make sure the lights stay on and the bills are paid. I don't know about you, but I just wanna live in happiness. I don't wanna stress. Got no time for that. People spend so much time on money, but don't forget the life you live, you will feel it. So just live it to the fullest. And you gotta know this. Your better days are coming. Storms don't last always. Rain brings better days. You're gonna be okay. That was a snippet of my original, Too Much Like Right. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, everything. Hey. Oh, if you know it, you can sing it along. Yeah. Feelings, so deep in feelings. Know the same thing like me. Can't control my anxiety.